What is up, party people? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you what I believe to be the best mine placements inside of the finals. This will be essentially going over both defending of the points as well as just in general getting hit markers or killing people even with your mine. I will try to be as concise as I possibly can using the firing range here as a guide. Granted, the firing range is a little weird because there's no buildings quite like this one inside of the actual game itself, but the general idea is still here, and hopefully you guys can take what I'm the advice I'm giving and use it in the real game. But if you like this kind of content, be sure to give me a like, comment, subscribe. Actions, I really do appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So for starters, let's talk about how mines work in this game. So the way these mines work is essentially you step over it, you go boom. You step over it, it activates, right? That's how they work. Pretty simple to understand. You can't jump over them. It just doesn't work for some reason. Maybe you can, but if you can, the timing is extremely precise, and I have yet to get it down. So, as far as I'm aware, you cannot jump over them unless you have like a jump pad or, you zip line or something like that. But just standard jumping over this doesn't work, as far as I'm aware. You can go around them like this and you'll be fine. However, I believe they do have a small little courtesy radius. I believe if you're about this close to it, if you're here, with the mine's there, you're say right here. I believe this was still set off the mine. I believe standing right here was still set off the mine. Even though you're technically not on it, I think it's because of how your body moves. Your leg will technically touch it. So even though you're not technically on it, if you do this, I believe the mine will still go off. But in general, the mines won't go off unless you actually touch them, run over them, touch them, hug them, look at them. Not look at them, but yeah. So with that in mind, let's get into the positions. So what you want to think about when it comes down to mine placements is, what are you trying to do? Why are you placing the mine, right? For example, if you're getting chased by someone, say this firing range dummy here. Say you're getting chased. You're getting chased. You close the door behind you. You know he's chasing you. You put the mine down like this. When they come through the door, they're going to run over the mine, and the mine's going to go boom, and you get some free damage, and then maybe you could turn on the guy because you got some free damage on him. Obviously the mine didn't blow up. For those that don't know, the dummies currently do not blow up the mine. So that's an example of what I mean. So you want to put the mine down essentially where you know someone's going to be. You know they're going to cross this exact kind of route. And they can't get through this doorway unless they do this. Obviously they can take the windows or something. But if they're chasing you that hard, they're probably going to be chasing the direct way you go. With this in mind, you can do the same thing. Get it, mind. With this in mind, you can do the same thing with windows. So say you're getting chased again, and you say he's coming from this way or whatever. You can go up, throw a mine down, and then obviously there'll be another window or something here. Maybe there's no window. Let's say there's no window here. You just run in. You know he's gonna be chasing you, and he's gonna hit the mine. It's little stuff like this. You want to essentially put the mine down where you know someone's going to be walking over, but also not in the open where people can see it. You can't see the mine from this angle. You can't see the mine at all until you jump up and then you get killed. In that same vein, let's say there's a cash box. Let's talk about the cash box now. Let's say the cash box is here. Let's make this the cash box. Let's say this is the cash box. What you shouldn't do with these mines is this. You shouldn't be doing this with the mines. That does not help you. Now, if it's a gas mine, like this one, or a pyro mine, this is fine. But putting your explosive mines on this point doesn't do anything for you, because no one's going to be running up to it like this and just try to take it really close like that. They're not going to do that. They're going to be back it up a little bit and range it. They're going to take it from range like this. They're not going to just go They're not going to do that. Gas mines, power mines are okay on it because obviously gas mines have or gas and power mines have a AoE, just a AoE effect. So it will be able to stall out the point for a bit longer than say an explosive mine will be able to. So the main issue of having explosive mines on the point like this is because if they get blown up, they do nothing for you. What I mean is, if you're thinking about what other teams are going to do, the heavy is going to come in In RPG, the mines are gone. They got frags. They're gonna throw their frags at the point. The mines are gone. With gas or pyro mines, at least there's the AoE effect kind of stalling them from going immediately down there for the most part. Obviously, they have a healing beam, that's a different story, but we're not talking like that. But the issue with explosive mines being on is that they just don't do anything for you. They're going to get blown up. If you put mines on the point, you know they're not going to stay there. It's just not. Now, with this being said, something you could do instead with like your explosive mines, what I think is the best way to use the mines instead of doing this is put them around it. Put your mines down where people are going to be coming in to attack it. So for example, not many people will come this way because this is like a very easy, like, you'll get beamed. But if they wanted to, if you wanted to like defend us anyway, you can put a mine like this because they know if they take the zip, they're going to have to hit this. Take the zip, they gotta hit that. But because you can just obviously just mantle up, you can put one here where people will likely be wanting to mantle, or again, put one on this side where people will likely be wanting to mantle. That being said, you have one free side where you can just beam someone if they want to go that way instead. In the same vein of like thinking about what people are likely going to be coming, you can put it in the windows here. So, an example being, people would likely do something like this and be trying to attack like this. You can break this. In like normal gameplay, you could just break like the balcony and the fences right there. And you can put a mine here. You can put a mine there. Obviously, there's not this many windows in the same floor in buildings, but you know, you put like a mine here if you have one. And then suddenly, if someone were to come in, oh, they have to mantle this one. Which, okay, there's no, you know what I mean. There'll be a mine here. But that's the point. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. Oh, and yeah, like I said before, with the doors, if you're defending like a point and it's upstairs or something, putting a mine here, putting a mine like in a staircase, like right up the stairs as soon as you get up the stairs. Also a pretty nice little thing that you could do. Also, while we're talking about mine placements, you can also do stuff in it. Oh, hi. There's a guy here. You can also do stuff like this. Put them in here, and you know as soon as someone comes in here, boo, they're gonna hit it every time. Vent you could break. Putting one like this on the other side of a vent. Obviously a good idea. Once again, they go through, they hit the mine. Yeah, I think that's about all we could do with the firing range. Now I'm going to show you guys just a couple of examples of me just putting down a mine and, you know, not long after, like, it gets a kill or gets a hit marker or something like that. And that's essentially going to be the video. But hopefully you could take some of these examples in this little, like, I don't know how long it's going to be, in this little mini montage thing, whatever. Hopefully you take some of those examples and apply it to your actual gameplay itself. Oh, so there's actually one more thing I wanted to add before we, like, finish off here. And that one more thing will be this. If you are, like, say the point's, like, up here, for the lack of this firing range, right? Say the point's up there. Something else you could do is this. You can use your mines, kind of like grenades, and just throw them, just yeet them. Obviously that would never make it up there, but you could just yeet them like that. The reason being is because if the point's up here and you just yeet mines up there, they're bound to get there, you know? Like, on Monaco, when there's one in like the forest area, and they have like the floating platforms, you can just throw mines down from up there onto the point. Like pretend that's the point. You can just throw mines down like, you know, just throw mines down there. And I guarantee you someone's going to step on it at some point because it's in the general direction. You can kind of use mines like aggressively like that as well. Kind of like, again, kind of like worse frags in a way, where it's not just defensive or anything. You could kind of use them as aggressive options like this, and you'll be surprised at how like effective it actually is. But yeah, I just wanted to add that. I kind of forgot about it. Anyway, now on to like the little like example montage thing about it. I don't know what you want to call it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
You got knocked the fuck out!
What's up? The man, he didn't peek it though.
God damn it.
So what is happening?
Not what you wished for?
No, behind me. You saw the plan though. I knew that someone was gonna be like, nah, I'm going over to kill that bitch.
One, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god, I got beamed. Maybe one day I'll make a mine guide. How to place the best mine.